Hello and welcome to my channel. I'll start by sharing my advice with you readers who can't keep up with all the books you bought, which includes me ironically enough. So my way is to make lanes for book categories, just like a highway. Some lanes will move faster, some slower, but eventually all the books will get your attention. Now, what do I mean by making lanes? I mean reading different types of books at different times. Make lanes for each type of books. That way, you won't get a bunch of books that you once really wanted to read, waiting for years for their turn. A good adventure book will captivate you and hold you until you finish reading it, and you don't need to worry about it. You'll find any opportunity for reading it. But many good and important books that aren't a story take time to digest and are better read bit by bit, giving you time to think about what you've read and internalize it. So I make lanes, and the books move along as cars in traffic. That way, each genre will be progressed, though some faster and some slower. It might seem like a chore, but I find that it helps me enjoy the books better, and most important, to actually read them. At any time, I can skip a day or decide to dedicate the whole week to one or two books. I make the rules and can change them if they don't serve the purpose of making reading a major part of my life. And so should you, so try and make your adjustments. Here's an example of my current lanes. Morning 1 to 3 hours. Quality time when your concentration is highest and your mind fresh, assuming a good night's sleep. That is my time for the demanding books. Lane 1, 20 to 40 minutes, a difficult but important and educational book. We all have those books that we really want to read and are curious for their content, but never find the right time for this kind of mental effort. So when you do read it first, you feel you've accomplished something already. It boosts your mood, and you have actually learned something valuable. And think how great that I've done it. It can be a book of technology, psychology, science, etc. It's actually study time. Next, I read 3 to 4 books in different realms of the Torah. For you, it can be whatever you feel and know to be essential to your life. These are the most important, though not the most pressing books. They are usually pretty old books that if I do not make the conditions to study them, won't be reminding me of themselves. Some writings are very dense and require time to digest and absorb, so it is perfectly fine to read only few pages, or in the case of Rav Kook writings, only few paragraphs. When this morning routine is done, I feel that I've accomplished something substantial and hopefully became better in knowledge and in person, got in touch with my ancestors' legacy and wisdom, and now I am ready for the day. When I have only 1 hour, I adjust the times respectively, but still open and read each of the books. If I have extra time, I read more where it feels right that day. It is important to me not to make it a chore or a burden, so even if I have more time, feel that it's too much, I'll move on to other things without feeling guilty. For keeping the yearning for reading is more important to me than momentary progress. So I do not force myself to read when not in a ready mind and mood for it. Late afternoon, Lane 5, 10 to 20 minutes, an insightful or inspirational light reading book such as spirituality, personal improvement, thinking advice, and so on. Lane 6, 1 hour plus, the current big book that I enjoy reading, an autobiography or an adventure account by someone awesome. Evening, Lane 7, some great story. Note that the lanes are different from schedule. They are your means of moving books to your attention. You can use them more or less according to your available time. But you do need to find your basic arrangement from which to deviate and to which you strive to return. How to build your book highway. Best to just sit down with the books arranged before you and feel what you want to read next. Let the order emerge, see if it holds for other days, then you will have your lanes. If you feel the need to organize beforehand, you can choose the lanes in your mind and then try them and see and make changes if needed. It needs to feel right. I hope that you find this useful and do whatever you can to get your books read and enjoyed, because they don't make sound alerts or notifications to attract your attention. Have a great day and take care.